Well, hey there. Be, do, have. I want to talk a little bit about that today. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Nursing a headache today. My eyes are bad. I don't know if y'all know that, but I have like virtually no vision. So I struggle with a lot of things. And sometimes I have super bad headaches and migraines. And so it impacts what I do and how I do it. But today I'm thinking about be, do, have. Now, I want to be a person that doesn't get headaches. I want to be a person that is in perfect health. I want to be a person that is energetic and being an example for the rest of the world. So what do I need to do in order to be those things? Well, I need to take care of myself. I need to find ways to counteract the things that are a challenge for me personally and build on the things that I'm good at, the things that I'm strong at. I can talk, I can share, I can do Facebook Live videos because it's easy to get somebody to help me push the buttons and know what to do and share with you. When it comes to reading and writing, I am going to have to get help with those things. It's just, I'm learning that that's part of my experience, what I'm here to experience. And I will figure out what I have to do in order to achieve what it is that I want to be. And I guess the reason I'm talking about be, do, have today is because I keep running into people, me included sometimes, who think we have to have. And I know this has been a false and limiting belief for me in the past. I think I have to have all these things in place. I think I have to have money and resources to make money and resources. Totally not true. I don't have to have it. I have to figure out how to engage the resources necessary to create what I want, but they don't have to come out of my pocket. They don't have to come out of my bank account. I don't have to have all of the knowledge and all of the understanding to create a business. I just have to know what's needed and then go out and find the people or the people with that knowledge to create what it is that I want. But so many of us think that we have to have all the knowledge. We have to learn how and figure out, and I've been guilty of this in the past, we have to figure out how to do everything ourselves and then do it, and then we can train somebody else how to do it. I have been so guilty of that limiting belief. It's not even funny. Or we put other limitations on ourselves, thinking that we have to have all these things in place before we go out and create and become the person that we want to be or create the business that we want to create. If I would have had to know everything about doing a women's summit before I actually did a women's summit, I wouldn't be doing a women's summit. I wanted to be the person that could put together and lead a women's summit, all women business owners, for speakers, for women business owners, to help them to grow and nurture and build their businesses, and whatever that means for them to supersize and grow their businesses. If I had waited, and I've spent a lot of years learning and not doing, thinking that I needed to learn more. I've gotten caught in that learning loop like so many other people. And then I just, in the last couple of days, as I've been packing up my house and moving and pulling away from some of the learning and the gurus and the online things that I've been sucked into, I'm like, no, stop. Stop the insanity, Sharon. Stop the insanity. Stop following. Start being yourself and start leading. Start getting the message out of what you're here to provide. I can't follow anyone to my success. I can only walk down the road one step at a time of what's right for me to achieve my success, because what success is to me is different than what success is to you. What success is to Russell Brunson and Steve Larson and Tony Robbins and Brendan Burchard and Marie Folio and I don't know, Heather Havenwood, I'm just going to throw names out there, Oprah Winfrey. What success is to them is totally different than what it is to me or you. We each define what success is for us. And as such, we need to then decide, okay, who do I need to be to achieve that level of success? And then once I know who I need to be, and I've got a picture of her in my mind, who is this person that will change the world? Who is this person that will be an example of love and light for the rest of the world? Who is this person that will be an example of what's possible, infinite possibilities? Who is this person that is making the world a better place? Who is she? And then, if that's who I really want to be, how do I become that? I just asked the question, how do I become that? And then things will pop up for me. I will see things that I've never seen before because I'm looking to become the person that's capable of doing those things. I'm looking to become the person who's capable of running $1 million or $1 billion business. And I'm just hypothetically throwing things out there. I'm looking to become the best mom in the planet, or the best mom, not even the best mom in the planet. Never compare yourself to others. And by wanting to be the best in the world, you are setting yourself up for failure, because I can guarantee there will always be somebody that is better, faster, stronger, more efficient, more effective, smarter, prettier, whatever than you are. There always is going to be, because the world is an ever-changing, ever-evolving place. But here's the rub. No one on the planet, no one can be a better you than you can be. So just be you and be the best version of you you can possibly be. Become the best person that you can be, because only you can be you. So, be, do, have. One of my favorite topics, one of my favorite things, got me to thinking. And as I've been packing up and moving, I have found so many things. I'm an avid writer. And so even though I don't write too much now because my eyes suck and I use a magnifying glass for everything, I do still write things down. I do, then they look like this, scribbled on note envelopes where you can't even read them. Actually, I have to have somebody read me my notes, or I use a magnifying glass, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you do what you got to do. We all have different challenges, and our job here on the planet is to exercise our personal power, exercise and do what we can do with what we've got right now. Experience it. Our job is to experience whatever it is that life is throwing at us. It's our role, our purpose to experience it and learn what we can from it. Again, to become the best version of ourselves. And then to expand that, to expand and grow. We are supposed to be ever expanding, ever growing, ever learning beings. We're not supposed to go to school, learn some stuff, and then sit in front of the television or vegetate for the rest of our lives, or just, go through our lives letting other people push us around. That's not what we're here for. And you don't have to believe me, but ask yourself some questions. Ask yourself, am I living my potential? Am I being and doing and having what I am supposed to, what I'm here for? And if you feel awesome with what you've got in your life and everything's hunky-dory and you're perfectly happy with it, then you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're experiencing your life exactly as you're supposed to. But if you get that feeling, geez, I'm playing pretty small, I'm really not being a contributor, I'm not really doing what I know I'm capable of doing, and it feels a little to you, then you know that you're here for more and that you can be contributing more and doing more and being more and having more. And actually, the vast majority of us are in that same boat. We're playing on a field that isn't our own, and when it's not our own, we get that pull feeling that we're not doing what we should be doing. At least I know I do. In the past, in corporate America, I've had some really awesome times in my life when I'd look around and I'd think, wow, I really appreciate that everything is going so smoothly. The X is working, I'm working, the kids are healthy, they're doing well in school, everything's going perfectly, we just built a new house, everything is going so well. And then I would feel like, why am I not happy? Why do I feel like, even though other people would judge this to be awesome, and it is awesome, why do I feel like there's something missing? And it's because I was living in a box that was too small. And lately, I've been living in an even smaller box because I've spent the last couple of years getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it's caused me to feel worse and worse and worse because it's not the box I'm supposed to be living in. So a year ago, I started something called the Daily Scare Share, where I stretch my comfort zone. Every day I do something to bust out of my comfort zone and say, and so part of that is, are you playing small? Are you just doing what other people think you should do? Are you just doing what you think you should do to make other people happy? Or are you doing what your heart says, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're here for. This is what you're supposed to be contributing to the world. And if the answer is no, then you have to ask the question, well, what is it that I am supposed to be doing? What should I be doing? What makes me happy? What gets me excited? What gets me fired up? What do I want to contribute? Who do I want to help? Who do I want to be involved with? Who do I want in my life? Who do I want to be? And then once you know who you want to be and what you want to be, sometimes it's just what you want to be. Oh, I want to be an engineer. So go to engineering school and become an engineer. Hey, I want to be a great mom. So figure out, what does it take to be a great mom in your mind? It's your definition of everything that matters. So that's it. That's what I'm thinking about today. I set up a couple more interviews for the Women's Summit, which I got to tell you, this moving thing has just really thrown me off my track on that, and that's not acceptable. I need to hop on today. I also had super duper frustrating technical difficulties yesterday. I blew up my external hard drive where I'd been saving all of my data as I do my daily videos every day, and I lost, I think, 13 days worth of data. And so I need to go back and rebuild that data and put the links in. I had an older version of the file, but it was from like 13 days ago, which the lesson learned in there is, number one, ask your daughter so you know how you're treating your technology and you don't abuse it and fry it. Number two, always have a backup system. Don't just count on one. Have a backup for your backup, especially if it's something that's important to you. Now, I have created a lot of content in the last year, and I'm creating a lot of content while I can create content for some reasons, for some intentional reasons, and so that I can use and repurpose and do things with that content. And so it's important to me to capture it and not lose it. So I will go back and recreate those probably today. I was working a lot on my bedroom yesterday because I'm a pack rat, and so I have a lot of things to let go of. And the most fun part of the whole project so far has been actually going back and seeing all of the things that I have created, the way I've been thinking 5 years ago, the way I was thinking 20 years ago. It's really interesting that some of the thoughts and beliefs and feelings and things that I had 20 years ago, I still have today. And so what does that tell you? Those are my core beliefs and my core values, and those are the things that are really important to me. And so I need to always be building on those things and eliminating or minimizing the things that don't make me feel happy. The things that there's a lot of things that I was interested in 20 years ago that I have nothing to do with. That has to do with everything in our lives, by the way. People, places, things, experiences, and really experiences and the experiences we have with people and relationships are the most important thing on the planet for us, because they're the things that we'll take with us when we leave. We're born with nothing, and we leave with nothing except the experiences that we've had as we've lived our life. So go out, make some fantastic experiences, have some fantastic experiences today. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow, filling you in a little bit more on what I'm actually doing in the business, not just talking about be, do, have. But I will tell you, it's interesting to note that all of us, everybody, goes through a transformation and a transition as we go through our life. And not every, okay, I'm going to take that back. Everybody does not do this, but certain people do go through this transition and this transformation where we grow to a certain extent. And some people grow their entire life and develop spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and other people don't. Some people decide, this is as much education as I'm going to get, and they never read another book after they get out of high school. There are then a group of people like me, I think, that we can't get enough. We're always learning. We're always growing. We're always striving. We're always trying to find out more. We're always curious about what's next. How does this work? What's going on? And we're always asking questions. So I'm talking about that group. I like to think I'm in that group of people. And so what I found is that group of people, we all go through this, and I didn't think so until I started studying it. We all go through this learning. It's a learning process, and we're all at a different point on this continuum of where we are in development, personal development, growth. And it all at some point comes together with our thoughts, our feelings, and our beliefs, and what we think and feel about things. And we see that those are what actually create everything in our life. It's our mind and our mindset and our thoughts and our feelings. It's really our feelings that impact our thoughts and our beliefs, which impact our action, that cause us to do, be, and have whatever it is that we want, or to be, do, and have whatever it is that we want. All right, I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.